and getting mentally prepared to compete. You see the focus. You feel the energy. These guys are ready to go. The bustling financial district here in Canada's largest city. We're coming to you from Toronto. It's that time of the year. Happy holidays, everyone, from 2K Sports as we get set to bring you some mid-season NBA action. With David Aldridge on our sideline, and here with me, Greg Anthony and Steve Smith, this is Kevin Harlan. DA, take it away.
For a long time, the Raptors playing in Canada was seen by some as a detriment to their competitive prospects. Players dealt with issues like passports, different money, going through customs, and on and on. But now the Raptors use it as a strength, not as a weakness. They have a whole nation behind them. And they have Toronto, a diverse city with global engagement. Kevin?
And the game is going global. You're right. Thank you, DA. And a chance now to take a look at some numbers for Porzingis.
He stepped up his defense over the past 5 games, protecting that rim and coming up with blocks at a rate much higher than we saw earlier in the season. It's fun to see a player getting after it that hard on the defensive end.
Now a look at Dallas's starting lineup. Wright and Doncic are the backcourt pair. Hardaway and Porzingis in at the forward slots. And it's Kleber in at center. And for Toronto, Siakam and Ibaka, the duo down low. On the wings, Powell and Anunoby. And it's Lowry in at the point. You know, Steve, we know teams rest guys down the stretch, but what do you think about resting guys mid-season so that they're fresh at the end?
I think if you are a team that's been through these playoff runs, long championship runs, and you still know you have a chance to win, I think it's kind of unfair to us fans when you have a team that might not get to the finals and you're starting to rest guys and there's no benefit at the end. If there's a benefit at the end for the players, organization, and fans, I'm all for it. But if it's not, I don't like to see guys resting.
And the technical free throw is good. Well, the Raptors' Nick Nurse winning an NBA title in his first season. Greg is an NBA head coach.
The first time a head coach who'd also helmed a team in a foreign league has won it. Nurse often reminisces fondly on those days coaching in Europe. And this summer he was entrusted with coaching the Canadian national team at the FIBA World Cup.
Just 5 to shoot. And that's out of bounds. Toronto will retain possession. Powell against Doncic. 4 seconds left, and 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact. It's on Porzingis. And out of UCLA, Norman Powell, an athletic 6'4" combo guard, said he modeled his game after Russell Westbrook.
And I can see why. He's gifted physically as well. A 6'11" wingspan, a 40-inch vertical leap. He's more of a 2-guard in my opinion, and he's off to a strong start in his young career.
Shooting 2.
And the first one drops. And so he makes both from the line.
We've seen him put a lot of pressure on the defense and then cash in at the line.
Doncic kicks to Kleber. The pass to Wright. The tray. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
Wright against Lowry. Powell, no one around him. Off target with his 3. Now the Mavericks with it. Doncic outside. And denied. He sends it right off the glass. Siakam with it. Now Wright defending. Draws contact on the shot, and now a three-point play chance as he'll head to the line.
Oh, that's great awareness. That's a great pass. Credit Siakam and the work he's done to understand where everyone is in this offense.
An accomplished family for Anunoby. His father's a professor. His brother played pro football.
And OG Anunoby, he's put together like a football player himself. A powerfully built player for a wing.
And that one misses.
And the potential Anunoby has is exciting. Has the athleticism, the shooting touch, and the drive to keep improving.
Here's Kleba. 8 points his last outing. Lets it go from 11. Rebound by Kyle Lowry.
Once he gets the ball there, you expect him to capitalize. That was a missed opportunity.
Powell, the pass to Ibaka. Over right. Ibaka, no luck.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
Pass to Porzingis. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Well, so much of the last few seasons have been lost time for Kristaps Porzingis. That ACL injury and then working back from it in the 2019 campaign. Never an easy road to start him.
And the first one at the line is good. Greg, with all the time that Porzingis has missed, it's easy to forget just how dominant he is when he's healthy.
KP is one of the few game-changing talents in our league. He can carry an offense and boost an entire team's defense with his presence on the floor.
And both free throws good for Porzingis. Just about 2 minutes into the game, first quarter of basketball. Lowry against Wright. And it's Lowry penetrating. That one goes. Count it.
And there are guys who can drive like Lowry, but not many that can shoot as well, too. That's what opens up his penetration game.
And Wright kicks to Porzingis. Wright against Lowry. Here's Doncic. He's coming off a 19-point game against the 76ers in Philadelphia.
He owned the glass in that one, too. No one could put a body on him.
So they take the lead. Porzingis has got 5.
I don't think we'll ever see another 7'3" player who can drain the three like Porzingis. He takes the idea of that inside-outside threat to a whole nother level.
Out of bounds, it'll be Mavericks ball.
And a moment here to see the numbers for Doncic. 2nd in assists, 5th in rebounding, and he's in the top 10 in field goal percentage. Really able to power his way to the bucket and finish through contact.
And going back to him being 2nd in assists, it's his ability to control the pace of the game, his peripheral vision. That makes him such a great floor leader. Now, here's Doncic. Checking some stats on him right now. He's averaging just around 22.5 points a game. Clock at 6. Dallas needs to get off a shot. Drills it from outside. And it's 8 points for Porzingis.
Now that's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight over the screen.
Reason why it takes extra energy to do it. You have to trust your defensive rotations, but it's worth it.
Now, here's Lowry. He had a 27-point outing in their last game against Washington. Just over 3.5 minutes gone here in the first. Porzingis passes to Kleba. Now here is Hardaway. Kleba kicks to Porzingis. Pass to Wright. Lets the three fly. Another 3 for Dallas.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Lowry feeling it out a bit. Shot to stop the run. Drains the three-pointer. He's got 5.
Tough-minded individual. Lowry answers back with his own 3 on the other end.
Doncic passes to Hardaway. Powell against Wright. And here's Porzingis for a 3. Powell pulls it in. Raptors trail by 4. Here's Siakam. That shot no good. Nice D from Doncic. Right wing. Here's Wright. Powell pulls it in. The Raptors have gotten 3 of 8 shots to fall for them here in the first quarter. It's intercepted. Now here's Doncic. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. Lots of room. Jump shot is good that time.
And he's capable of scoring from anywhere, really. Doncic has a strong grasp here of the mid-range.
Siakam outside. Hardaway with the steal. Passes it to Doncic. Right outside. It's hauled in by the Raptors. Last time they met was in Dallas, where they beat the Mavericks.
Yeah, really ratcheted up the pressure in their last matchup, getting steals and just creating havoc defensively.
Their D was just phenomenal in the last game. We'll see if they bring that same intensity again.
Now here's Porzingis after the miss from Serge Ibaka. And the shot goes in from Kristaps Porzingis.
And the Raptors took some heat for parting ways with reigning Coach of the Year, Dwayne Casey. But his successor, Nick Nurse, guided this franchise to an NBA title.
Tremendous self-belief and determination. The only NBA head coach who was also a head coach in college, the G League, and overseas. He's been preparing for this for a long time.
Hollis Jefferson's checked in for Toronto. And then for Dallas, Dwight Powell comes in for Maxi Kleber. And it's Jalen Brunson in for DeLon Wright. Here's Lowry, and it's blocked. And so it looks like the Raptors will retain possession here. A 3 off the inbound.
And how about the interior defense here early on? They have really shut down the middle.
Porzingis kicks to Doncic. Shoots over Powell. Doncic, no good.
Off the mark once again. Terrible quarter for him thus far.
Got a hand on it. They recover it. Mavericks leading by 7. Runs in the pass to Porzingis. Another 3 for Dallas.
And off to an incredible start here early from long range.
And that's a foul called on Dwight Powell. That is his first foul of the game. Smitty, for players, social media can build their brands and they can engage their fans, but there are some downsides.
Yes, it is, Kevin. I mean, it's a fantastic tool, like you said, for endorsement and bringing those fans into your home or into your life. But the downside, people can see some things they don't want to see, and also you can regret posting a lot of things.
I think, yeah, sometimes people do regret hitting that send button, so yeah, they got to be careful. You're right. They grab their own miss, and he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. Making free throws a big key for any team. Let's see the best in the NBA. The Raptors in second.
You know, it's really a team-wide talent. You want to foul to stop layups, but against them, you're not saving much. They'll make you pay time and again.
Shooting 2.
That free throw good from Gasol.
Over a decade in Memphis for Marc Gasol. Even played his high school basketball there. Now a new phase.
That one is no good. And when you spend as much time in one city as Marc Gasol and mean as much as he did to the Grizzlies franchise in that city of Memphis, you know what, Smitty? It's got to be tough to move on.
I'm sure, Kevin, for both sides. Regardless of what he accomplished moving forward, his jersey is getting retired in Memphis. No question about it.
And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
And let's review some numbers for Finney Smith. He's averaging 6 points a game, 4 assists, and 2 rebounds. Nothing about his numbers really jump out at you, but he'll come up with a timely play or two every game.
He understands his role. He accepts it. He's one of those guys who doesn't need the ball to be effective.
The first free throw is good. And only 6 feet tall in shoes, Fred VanVleet's not the biggest, but his toughness grade, his toughness, mentally and physically, is unquestioned.
And Kevin, growing up in Rockford, Illinois, gave him that perspective. Friends and family gone too soon. Basketball was the path to something better.
Raptors with one of the best benches in the league, and Fred VanVleet, a leader for that group.
Yeah, he gives up size every night, Kevin, but he's able to overcome that thanks to his toughness and IQ for the game.
Now here's Porzingis. 32 points for him last game against the 76ers in Philadelphia.
Yeah, but I thought the shot blocking was the real story. I mean, he was just everywhere. It got hard to keep track of all his rejections.
And the impact that Porzingis can have on the defensive end, Greg, cannot be overstated.
The reach and leaping ability he has paired with his timing make him a premier rim protector. And what sets him over the top really is that fearlessness. He will challenge anyone and everyone at the rim.
And he knocks down the first one. He makes 1 of 2 that time.
As he enters his mid-30s, Marc Gasol showing no signs of slowing down. If anything, I think he's a better all-around basketball player.
Now, here's Siakam. 14 points from him the last game against Washington.
Yeah, but the rebounding in that game as well was just tremendous. I mean, he dominated the backboard.
And through his first 8 seasons in the NBA, Marc Gasol made a total of 12 three-pointers. Nowadays, Greg, he'll make more than that in a month.
and you ask around, he's always been capable. A great shooting touch. It's just a different job description for big men nowadays.
First free throw is good. And both free throws good for Porzingis. Steve, we've seen a few guys score close to 70 points in a game recently. Devin Booker of Phoenix certainly has gotten to that mark. Who might be the next guy to get to 70?
I think James Harden, because the way he shoots the 3 ball and gets to the free throw line, he's won. Steph Curry for sure. Kevin Durant. And I think Giannis in a few years, if he can start knocking down those threes, because I'm sure he can get about 40 points in the paint, 10 at the line, but he needs to knock down a few threes.
Well, they've been excellent so far, coming in with a well-balanced attack.
And it's helped them build an early lead. They just need to stay aggressive.
Now here's VanVleet. He's coming off a 16-point game against Washington.
And it wasn't just the points. He brought hustle, he brought energy, and he brought it on the glass. One of the league's best-kept secrets, Pascal Siakam out of Cameroon. discovered as a raw teenager at Basketball Without Borders back in 2012.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
He's off on the first. Well, Smitty, you're talking about Siakam. The Raptors president is from Nigeria and very active in the Basketball Without Borders program.
You're totally right. A prospect like Siakam was on his radar. The late first-round pick in 2016 was more than rewarding where he ended up at.
Maxi Kleber, he's checked in for the Mavericks. Good on the second free throw.
You have to give Pascal Siakam a lot of credit. He's continued to improve the shooting percentage both from the field and the line.
The pass to Kleber. Deflects the pass. That's out of bounds. The Mavericks able to retain possession here.
And let's take a look at the numbers for Siakam. Unbelievable play for him over the last month. 11th in steals. And not many players convert opportunities inside as well as he. Top 15 in field goal percentage.
As we've seen, he's a difficult defender to bring the ball up against. Quick feet, quick hands. Always looking to force a mistake. 4 on the clock. Curry. And another basket for Dallas.
Defensively, they've got to pick up the intensity. Hard to win surrendering this high a field goal percentage.
Knocks it loose. Powell with the steal. And Kleber now top of the key. And the powerful one-handed slam.
And they're getting points. They're getting stops. And this is how they'd like to play all the time.
Yes, when it's going good, it feels easy. These are the nights you relish, but they're tough to replicate.
And that'll be Toronto as it goes out of bounds. Raptors retain possession. Hollis Jefferson passes to Siakam. Here's Van Vliet. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
Huge hole in the defense that possession. He didn't waste any time cutting through it.
Brunson kicks to Powell. Curry passes to Finney-Smith. And Fred Van Vliet is going to pick up the foul. That's his first foul. .137 left to play in the first. And here's Brunson. He's still scoreless so far in this one. Siakam against Powell. And no good. But close on that one, so he'll shoot 2.
Yeah, good job to take it right at the D.
For Toronto, they have made 7 free throws and missed 3 in this game.
You've got to appreciate their ability to make free throws. 81% as a team.
Shooting 2.
First one falls for him. And both free throws good for Davis. And so it's Brunson with it. He brings it up for Dallas. Leading by 12. Coming off that loss against Philadelphia.
And guys, there's really a fine line between being aggressive and being out of control. And in that one, they crossed the line.
It's a catch-22. You want your guys attacking, playing with a sense of freedom, but not if it means a bunch of turnovers.
Toronto's gone 1 of 5 from downtown in the first quarter. Points out there have been hard to come by.
Well, last season, Pascal Siakam more than doubled his scoring. Dramatic improvement as a shooter from the perimeter and the line.
This is his second trip to the line in this one.
shooting 2.
Free throw good. Siakam. So he gets them both. 50 seconds left here in the first quarter. Curry passes to Brunson. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. Dallas shooting their 7th and 8th free throw attempts for the game right here.
And 75% on the season as a unit from the free throw line.
And he makes the first. The Raptors making a switch here. Lowry's checked in. That one misses.
And Kevin, they need to be consistent with their effort on the boards. You look at the box score, and they're at a definite disadvantage.
Davis kicks to Lowry. And it's off from three-point range. Dallas leading by 11. 2-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Oh, that's blocked. And it's out of bounds. The Mavericks able to retain possession here. Here's Brunson. Now Curry. He had a 15-point outing in their last game against the 76ers in Philadelphia. Shot clock at 5.
Gasol with those long arms is a shot blocking expert, especially down low.
A big-time effort for Porzingis, providing a lot of energy for Dallas. He went on an aerial three-point display, drilling 4 long balls in just the 1 quarter alone. Right back after this break. And Serge Ibaka talked about his skill set. Now it complements Kyle Lowry and Pascal Siakam and what he brings to the team.
Bringing my defense toughness, my experience playing with those 2 guys, one of the best in the game right now, and then helping those 2 here, and with my experience, what I learned, I think I can help the team a lot, energy, and both hands on the floor.
And really, Ibaka is a seasoned veteran now, a terrific role player known for his defense.
And Ibaka knows his role and plays it well.
And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. And quite a position here for the Mavericks to be in. What do you think, guys?
You could see they were well prepared defensively coming into this one.
Yes, what they do, they take away the things that teams like to do offensively, also keeping them out of sync.
And a chance here presented by Gatorade to see who's on the floor, all fueled up and ready to go for the start of the second quarter. So the Raptors 5 right now. Siakam at power forward with Gasol at center. Lowry out there with Davis, and it's Hollis Jefferson in at the 3 spot. On lately, we have seen star players changing teams more often, shorter contracts, player options. Smitty, is there any downside to any of that?
I think the downside is from a fan standpoint, you get invested in a player and he's moved in like 2 or 3 years. I think it should be where if a player wants to sign a longer-term contract with the organization, that should be a rule in play. But right now with these shorter contracts and player options, there's going to always be a lot of movement.
The first one falls. Anunoby, he's checked in for Pascal Siakam. He hits both from the stripe. Here's Lowry. Pass to Hollis Jefferson. Back to Lowry. Outside, Davis. 6 on the shot clock. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D. Still a ways to go between now and the three-point contest, but it's always fun to talk about it. Let's see who has the best shot to earn a spot in this year's event.
And maybe this list changes between now and All-Star Weekend, but I don't think anybody would be disappointed if it stays exactly the same as it is right now.
And you look at Lowry. The third spot in the voting belongs to him. There are very few players with his ability from long range, and it looks like he'll be rewarded with a spot in the three-point contest.
And I'm sure there'll be some changes in the rankings still to come, but you're right. I'd be surprised if there's anyone who wouldn't cast a vote his way.
And we'll keep you posted as we find out more and as we get closer to the three-point contest once we have our final list of official contestants.
Yeah, it's going to be very competitive. That's the one thing we all know. We got an incredible group of long-distance shooters in this league right now.
And Lowry has no problem setting up teammates. He strikes a good balance between passing and scoring.
Here's Kleba, defended by Gasol. Pass to Finney-Smith. Dallas moving it around. Here's Curry. The rebound by Gasol. Gasol's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Lowry up top. He's got 5. He dishes it to Gasol. Trying to get open is Davis. Gasol no good.
That's the kind of D you need when he's got the ball near the hoop. They were all over him.
Here's Curry. It's rebounded by Anunoby. Raptors trail by 14. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, Kyle Lowry is hard-nosed, as we all know, and if you ask him, it comes from his upbringing in Philadelphia. Lowry said, "A Philly player is what a basketball player is. We played on concrete. You got to be mentally tough. You're not trying to be athletic. You get hit the wrong way, you run into a metal pole." Kevin, that's what made him, from Philly to Villanova to Toronto, to an NBA champion.
I don't know about running into the metal pole, but that sounds painful. But he's certainly as tough as he can be. David, thank you. And here are the Raptors now, after the Mavericks pick up 3. Passes it to Davis. Shoots over Curry. And the Raptors miss again. Dallas leading by 17. Inside, Kleba. Toronto grabs the miss.
Unusual for him, just a lack of concentration. Fails to finish the play.
Sinks the three-pointer.
You know, when you think of true 7-footers, Marc Gasol is one of the most consistent shooters from beyond the arc.
And Dallas calls their first time out of the game. Serge Ibaka has checked in for the Raptors. Norman Powell comes in for Davis. And a new group getting ready for Dallas. Porzingis, he's checked in for Maxi Kleba. Hardaway comes in for Dorian Finney-Smith. Luka Doncic, he's checked in for Seth Curry. And it's DeLon Wright in for Jalen Brunson. Here's Porzingis. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. They get Marc Gasol. Well, last season, the NBA expanded the three-point shootout contest to 10 contestants at All-Star Weekend. Smitty, do you ever wish that you'd had another shot at it?
Yes, indeed, Kevin. I didn't shoot it as well as I wanted to in that contest. Whether they added 10 or more or 20 players, I just wish I had another shot. but it's over, and now I can dream about it.
First free throw is good.
No wasted trips at all. They're taking care of business at the line.
And he makes both free throws. Here's Lowry. He's got 5. The pass to Gasol. Porzingis with the block.
And with his length, Porzingis can be very disruptive on D. Not easy to get the shot off over that huge frame. And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
Gasol passes to Ibaka. And here is Gasol, guarded by Doncic. Gasol's shot is good. Gasol's got 5 points now in the quarter.
What you know about Marc Gasol's game is he has a fantastic feel working down there in the interior.
Doncic kicks to Hardaway. Pass to Wright. Outside, Porzingis buries the long-range jumper. Porzingis has got 22.
And he's had an excellent performance overall from the field.
Right against Lowry. Launches a 3. That shot off the mark. And the Mavericks going the other way now. They host the Spurs after this one. That game is the first and last of their homestand. Doncic dishes to Wright. Good. And the assist goes to Doncic. Wright's got 8 points.
And how about the vision there from Doncic? Can make the easy pass and also the difficult one.
Here's Lowry. Mavericks with the rebound. Powell's got 4 rebounds in this game.
And not a night he's going to want to remember, just not really able to score the basketball. And Matador defense, that's one of the easiest shots he is ever going to see.
And this is what happens when you start to break your opponent's spirit. The resistance is no longer there.
Now, here's Lowry. He has 5. Pass to Anunoby. 4 on the shot clock. Will it go? Hits the three-point bomb. Anunoby's got his second basket.
And he gives up some size on that play, but the defender fails to close the gap.
This is why you spend so much time devising ways to space the floor. If you can't, you don't get very far.
Frozen. Guy is just ice cold, unable to contribute offensively.
Tries it from 19, and there's Marc Gasol on the assist from Ibaka. And it's 8 points for Marc Gasol.
In this period, they're feeding him, and he's feeling it.
Hardaway finds Powell. To the right side. Outside Hardaway. And they turn over the 24-second buzzer, signaling the shot clock violation. Now we get a chance to check out the standings out east. Already we are in December. Taking a look at Toronto. They're sitting pretty, second place, and looking to take the top spot.
And I think for Toronto, they're not an opponent any team wants to see on their schedule. They've been producing all season long. And guys, I don't see them slowing down anytime soon.
We figured that by this point in the season, they would have separated themselves from the pack. They've done that and more.
Here's Porzingis, and that one is good with the extra effort on the glass. Porzingis has got 7 now in this quarter. Powell, the pass to Anunoby. Back to Powell. Outside Lowry. Powell pulls it in. Powell's got 5 rebounds tonight. Wright with it. 11 points for him in that last game against Philadelphia.
The defense was begging him to take that shot, and he took the bait, but you can't blame him.
Porzingis with the block. Here's Wright. He's got 8. Outside Hardaway. Outside, Porzingis. Kept alive. And it's blocked by Ibaka.
And that's how you do it. Ibaka still able to surprise people very quick off the floor.
Anunoby, good.
And they're hitting the long-range shots that they were missing in the first quarter, but still have ground to make up.
And in recent seasons, we've seen Serge Ibaka involved in some extracurriculars. He can get a little chippy out there.
Yes, indeed. Last season, he had a 3-game suspension. Penalties can escalate for repeat offenders, something he's got to be aware of.
Powell. It's rebounded by Dallas. Their biggest lead of the game was 21. Right against Lowry. And stolen by Kyle Lowry. Dishes it to Powell. The shot will not fall. Nice D from Doncic.
And offensively, they've gotten stuck on the perimeter, falling in love with the jumper.
Back to Wright. Some nice passing here by Dallas. Doncic against Lowry. It drops for his second made shot of this game. An unimpressive 2 of 7, though. Toronto calls timeout. Greg, you look at the young Luka Doncic. What impresses you the most right now about his game?
Well, Kevin, you just don't see many players his height who can handle and make step-back threes. Also, his confidence. He came into the league never doubting that he could dominate a game. And don't forget about his brilliance as a passer.
And the Raptors with some changes. Siakam is checked in for Gasol. Hollis Jefferson comes in for OG Anunoby. And it's Fred VanVleet in for Kyle Lowry. Dallas also making some changes. Maxi Kleber, he's checked in for Dwight Powell. And Dorian Finney-Smith subbed in for Tim Hardaway Jr. Now here's VanVleet. He's been putting up the points on a very steady basis, averaging around 17.5 points a game. Mavericks leading by 15. Passes it to Finney-Smith. Here's Wright on the wing, Doncic. And good. Got the friendly bounce off the right side of the rim. Doncic has got 4 points now in the quarter.
And he's such a polished shooter. You can't give Doncic these kinds of opportunities, or he's going to burn you.
And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2.
Shooting 2.
They throw good. Siakam. And the Mavericks making a change here. Curry's checked in. Siakam hits them both. And so it's Doncic with it. He brings it up for the Mavericks. 15-point game. There's the pass to Porzingis. 59 seconds left in the first half of the game. Misses from close range. In the corner, Powell with it. And he's good on the 3 ball. Powell's got 6 points.
They're great outside shooting, really fueling this run.
Powell against Doncic. Goes back up, and Porzingis with the lay-in. Porzingis has got 9 points in the quarter.
And, Kevin, they've dialed up their activity this quarter. We're seeing them convert a lot of those second chance opportunities.
Van Vliet looking around. Here's Ibaka. It's rebounded by Doncic. Mavericks leading by 14. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. Serge Ibaka picks one up there.
And so confident. Even amongst the trees, Doncic is fantastic at forcing the issue close to the rim.
The Mavericks have been getting it done at the line, 10 for 12. The first free throw is good.
Yeah, the versatility and competitive fire of Doncic is impressive. You can just tell this kid loves to play the game.
And that's good as he hits both of his shots. Now, here's Siakam. He has 7. From deep three-point range, and that would have counted, but his shot was off the mark this time. And so it's Dallas, with a sizable lead as the quarter wraps up. They're ahead 16 points. Their defense has been terrific in this game. We'll get right back to the action when we return.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey everybody, welcome to the 2K Sports Halftime Program. I'm Ernie Johnson alongside Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. There was no stopping Kristaps Porzingis in the first half. He ended up with 26 points, 10 rebounds, and 2 blocks. And Kenny, what are your thoughts on how Dallas played?
So far defensively, no one had an answer for Porzingis. Hard to challenge the jumper because of the height and the high release. And since coming back from the injury, he's added strength to take on the contact.
Shaq, let's get your insight on Toronto.
Well, there are a few areas they need to improve on, but perimeter defense is priority numero uno. They got to be quicker to close out on the three-point shooters. You got to prevent the open looks. They weren't fighting through screens. They're just not doing enough, Ernie, especially outside.
And now with the second half about to get underway, let's send you back courtside. See you, everybody, with Kevin Harlan.
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. And it's been a clinic out there by Kristaps Porzingis.
Well, with a double-double in hand through 2 quarters, you can just imagine what his stat line will look like at the end of this one.
They're asking a lot of him, shouldering the load in a number of areas. You just hope he has enough left at the end.
Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. Here's who Rick Carlisle is starting the second half with. Hardaway and Porzingis in at the forward slots. Wright and Doncic are the backcourt pair. And it's Kleba in at the 5 down low. And here's Lowry following Porzingis' 3. Here's Siakam. It's blocked. And here is Doncic. And stolen by Siakam. Fast break, here we go. Here's Ibaka, and foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
You see Serge in the painted area, feels the defender, goes on the attack.
And Greg, last season, the best scoring average of Serge Ibaka's career.
Even with a down year as far as his three-point shooting, Ibaka's still very efficient, getting more of his offense around the rim, playing some at the 5.
And the first one drops.
a shot blocking man of the world. Ibaka can tell you, not in my house, in at least 4 languages.
And both free throws good for Serge Ibaka. Mavericks leading by 17. And we've got an update here, so let's check in with David Aldridge reporting from the sideline.
Well, Kevin, after 5 years as an assistant in Toronto, last season Nick Nurse moved to head coach of the Raptors, and the team responded, winning the franchise's first NBA championship. Nurse has been at this for 3 decades. He got his first head coaching position at the age of 23. And he has moved all throughout basketball, both domestically and abroad, guiding 15 teams in 5 different countries. And after winning it all last year, Kevin, he's finally made it to the top.
David, he sure has a long and winding journey. Thank you. Here's Kleba. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 9.5 points a game. Three-pointer right, drops in the tray. Wright's got 11.
And that pick takes the D totally out of the equation.
Hey, if you're not going to fight over, you're essentially giving the shooter the look he wants.
Now, here's Lowry. 5 points in the game.
Not a whole lot going down for him at this point. He just can't buy a break.
And it's Norman Powell with the foul. That's his first foul. Doncic outside. From 15 feet away.
His shot's just, it's not there right now. With his team leading, perhaps, let's focus on some other areas of the game.
Lowry, good.
So often, Lowry's the guy setting up other guys on this type of play. This time, he finishes with a catch and shoot.
Doncic outside. And there's the foul. It goes on Serge Ibaka. That'll be his second foul of the game. Doncic outside. That doesn't go either for Doncic. Raptors trail by 14. That's a 2 from Powell. It's rebounded by Dallas. Doncic has got 4 rebounds now tonight. Kleba kicks to Hardaway. The shot missing. Good D by Siakam. Three-pointer. And there's Lowry. That's good on the assist by Siakam. Lowry's got a pair of threes now here in the third for the Raptors. And it's Wright with the ball for Dallas. Their biggest lead of the game was 21. Here's Kleba, and he drops in the layup off the glass. Kleba's got his second bucket of the game to go.
Really nice job to convert the putback opportunity there. I mean, he stayed with that play from start to finish. That's something we say about him a lot.
Now here is Lowry. He's got 11 to the middle. Porzingis with the rebound. Porzingis has got 13 rebounds in the game. Class eating. That's tipped.
And for his offense, this has just been a brutal period.
Powell, the pass to Siakam. Back to Powell. Lays it up off the glass. Powell's got 8.
Attacking the defense with the pass. Don't need to be a hero.
Right against Lowry. Right side Porzingis over Ibaka. Here's Doncic. And the bucket is good. 3-point play chance here for him.
A dependable rebounder for a guard. I love seeing Luka hit the glass with his athleticism. And as Dirk Nowitzki walks off into the sunset, the Mavericks seem to have found their next European superstar in Luka Doncic. The number 3 pick in last year's draft had a rookie season for the ages.
Davis is checked in for the Raptors. That free throw good from Doncic. And Doncic, the EuroLeague MVP, led Real Madrid to a title. EuroLeague Finals MVP, all at the tender age of 19.
Incredibly accomplished. Despite that, slipped a little bit in the draft into the waiting arms of the Mavs, who moved up 2 spots to get him.
The shot by Lowry, no good. Dallas leading by 14. Doncic outside. Over Davis. And he gets it to go, hitting off the back of the rim. And that's 13 points for Luka Doncic.
And the level of concentration that Doncic has, even under pressure, this guy is cool as a cucumber. And maybe that'll trigger them. Impossible not to get pumped up after that.
Yeah, well, you could see the immediate reaction of the guys on the bench. They are pumped up. Now, here's Porzingis. He's got 29 points. Right outside. 6 to shoot. Siakam against Doncic. No good on the 3.
And this is what you like about his perimeter D. Never gave up and challenged the deep one.
You see some guys, they just mail it in. They don't go out and contest it. Not him. He's going to compete through the entire play.
Right outside. Pass to Hardaway. Up top, Porzingis. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. Kyle Lowry picks one up there.
Oh, the officials are all over that one.
Shooting 2.
That free throw good from Porzingis. Some changes here for the Raptors. Marcus All's checked in for Ibaka. Hollis Jefferson comes in for Norman Powell. And it's Fred VanVleet in for Kyle Lowry. Then for the Mavericks, Powell, he's checked in for Maxi Kleber. Seth Curry comes in for Tim Hardaway Jr. And it's Jalen Brunson in for Wright. That one misses, so he goes 1 for 2. Raptors trail by 15. Gasol kicks to VanVleet. Gasol trying to free himself up. VanVleet can't get it to go. Dallas has gone into the three-point range 4 times since halftime and buried 2 of them. Well, every team needs rebounding. Let's check out the league's top rebounders. 5th is Luka Doncic.
And you can't win games without rebounding the basketball. That's what has made him such an important part of what they do.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And he can't get the first one. And the second free throw, good. Now Davis. He gives his team some nice contributions, averaging a bit over 10 points a game. Siakam outside. The second effort. It's rebounded by Dallas. Doncic has got his 8th rebound here tonight. Stolen by VanVleet. There's Hollis Jefferson. Nice D from Porzingis. Powell, the pass to Brunson. Porzingis kicks to Brunson. Powell dishes to Curry. Outside, Porzingis. Clock is at 3. The 3. He can't get it to go. Now Toronto takes it the other way. Up next for them is the Pacers in Indianapolis. That will be a getaway game for them, a 1-game road trip. Pass to Brunson. Now the feed to Doncic. Again, the miss by the Mavericks. Raptors trail by 16. Davis looking for an opening. Pass to Van Vliet. Siakam outside. Trying to break that ice-cold streak.
Hard to catch up when you can't hit shots. This is a quarter he liked to forget.
Curry can't get it to go.
And the pressure he put on that shot forced the miscue.
The rim protection at its finest. The result is the same whether you block the shot or simply change it.
Here's a look at what's coming up for Toronto. On Monday, they'll be taking on Victor Oladipo and the Indiana Pacers. Then on Wednesday, they'll be matching up against Gordon Hayward and the Boston Celtics.
And for that Thunder game, it's going to be an all-out battle. And you just hope they are rested and able to execute their game plan, as it's going to be a tremendous challenge.
He misses the free throw. Dorian Finney-Smith's checked in for Luka Doncic. He hits the second from the line. Mavericks leading by 15. Curry with it. He's got 5. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. It's his first trip to the line.
And from the line thus far, how about 83% on the season? Outstanding.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
That free throw, no good. And he sinks the second. And so Siakam will bring it up for the Raptors. They trail by 16. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up. It's on Porzingis.
Yes, people have been surprised by Siakam's offense. What I'm surprised about is the efficiency.
He shot 5 of 6 at the foul line.
And his average at the line stands at about 79% right now. So solid numbers in that department.
Throw good, Siakam. And he can't hit the second.
The struggle is real. He's been way off with his shot all evening long.
Here's Finney-Smith. 5 points in the game. Brunson kicks to Finney-Smith. Now the pass to Curry. Outside, Porzingis. Here's the 3. That shot, no good. So the Raptors will take it the other way. And Seth Curry is going to pick up a foul. That's his 4th foul of the contest.
This could be a problem. That's his 4th foul with plenty of basketball left to play.
Now here's Van Vliet. Brunson covering. Porzingis against Siakam.
And now a quick review at the numbers for Hollis Jefferson. Averaging about 11 points, 6 rebounds, and 2 assists. He's been making the right decisions and letting the game come to him. Solid play all around.
He's not trying to take over necessarily. He's just taking what the defense allows and contributing to the cause.
Throw good, Siakam. Maxi Kleber, he's checked in for the Mavericks. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. And here are the Mavericks now. Their biggest lead of the game was 21. Brunson scanning the floor. Pass to Curry. Outside, Porzingis. Shot clock at 6. Off target with the open look.
He had it rolling and then lost it for some reason. Let's see if he can get it back while it still matters.
That's it, and the Dallas lead is cut down to 10 on the bucket from Gasol.
And how many 7-footers do you know of who can do this? Gasol with the wicked pull-up.
And so it's Dallas with it. Marc Gasol getting his 3 to go. And the shot goes down.
Yeah, the D has not been able to keep the ball out of the paint at that end of the floor.
Now here's Van Vliet. Defense is right there. Gasol against Curry. And the rejection by Curry. Pass to Brunson. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. He's made 1 and missed 1 so far in the game.
Yeah, it's good to see him with this free throw percentage up over 80.
Shooting 2.
That one falls for Brunson. Norman Powell's checked in for the Raptors. And Dallas also making a switch. Doncic is checked in. Both shots good from the stripe. We've got 1:55 left to play in the third. Siakam looking around. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. Let's take a brief moment to look at the 2K leaderboard with the list of the league's feistiest defensive teams. Number 1, the Raptors.
And it's no accident to see them at that top spot, guys. I mean, great awareness and anticipation. They apply a ton of pressure defensively.
No good on that one. And he's good on the second. Dallas leading by 13. Runs in the pass to Doncic. 1:35 left in the third. Here's Kleber, and it's blocked. And that'll be Dallas as it goes out of bounds. Mavericks retain possession. Powell against Curry. Here's Kleber. And 3 chances on that possession, but they just couldn't find a way to score. Gasol's in the post, guarded by Curry. A nice shot by Gasol.
Man, he keeps doing his part. They just haven't been able to get over the hump.
Doncic kicks to Curry. 58 seconds left to play in the third. He'll take his third and fourth free throw shots of the game right here.
Shooting two.
And he makes the first. And Toronto making a change here. Anunoby's checked in. And both free throws good for Curry. Raptors trail by 13. Down low. Great pass to set up the lay-in. Powell's got 10 points.
Not just selling for something along the perimeter. Excellent job.
Brunson finds Porzingis. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. They get Marc Gasol.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
First one falls for him. Good on both. Here's Van Vliet. He's got 6. .24 seconds left here in the third quarter. Passes to Powell from the arc, and the Raptors hit again from deep.
It's enough to where you have to respect him. Had 1 triple in the first half, now has his second.
To the wing right side. Here's Porzingis. 3 seconds left. That one doesn't go. And so it's the Dallas Mavericks with a 10-point lead, some breathing room heading into the break. And they've done a phenomenal job down low, so many of their points coming right at the rim. We come back right after this. How about a look at today's State Farm assist of the game?
Yeah, and I like the fact we get to see this pass one more time. A magnificent feed, and you love to see your off guard taking over the playmaking duties with this much skill.
Very unselfish. If you appreciate teamwork, this is the kind of play that will get you up out of your seat.
And with 3 quarters behind us, let's see what this fourth period holds in store for us. Anunoby out there with Hollis Jefferson. Then it's Ibaka. Then there's Norman Powell. And it's Van Vliet in at the point guard position. So that's the 5 in the game for Toronto.
Man, this guy is a scoring machine. I mean, I know I'm not the only one to describe him that way.
Now here's Brunson, covered by Van Vliet. Curry kicks to Brunson. Just 5 on the clock. And there's the pass to Curry. Dallas keeping it alive. A fresh 14. It's good.
And guys, the offensive rebounding
really has stood out here this half. All those second chance points are helping them maintain that lead.
Here's Brunson. Flushes it down to finish the break.
Excellent on both ends of that play.
Yeah, the steal was sharp, but the slam topped it off.
Turning defense into offense. Every coach talks about it. Perfect example right there.
Now here's Van Vliet. Shoots over Brunson. Shot is good, and the Mavericks lead is cut down to just 10 points on the bucket from Van Vliet.
Now, that's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight over the screen.
Reason why it takes extra energy to do it. You have to trust your defensive rotations, but it's worth it.
Kleba with the bucket.
At the end of the day, when the ball goes up, there's no substitute for effort.
Now here's Van Vliet. He kicks it to Ibaka. Pass to Powell. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. And he knocks down the first one. A different look for Dallas. Tim Hardaway Jr.'s checked in for Curry. And it's DeLon Wright in for Jalen Brunson. And good on the second, so he makes them both. Second minute off the clock now in the fourth. Right, the pass to Doncic. Here's Kleba, guarded by Powell. 6 on the shot clock. Doncic. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
You just never know what Doncic is going to do. I mean, which is one of the reasons he gets the defense to foul it.
Shooting 2.
And the first one at the line is good. Free throws good from Doncic. Raptors trail by 12. Just under 2.5 minutes gone here in the final quarter. Here's Powell. Here's Ibaka. And he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
Terrific rebound. I'll tell you, when Ibaka's in position, it's difficult to beat him to the ball.
Free throw good. Serge Ibaka. Just a little under 2.5 minutes have passed now here in the fourth. To the paint. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
Yeah, the defender all over him.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And he knocks down the first one. And both free throws good for Porzingis. And over 2.5 minutes in the books here in the fourth. Pass to Anunoby. And he makes good on the layup.
And the penetrating ability of Anunoby, confident when it comes to attacking the defense.
Doncic outside. Outside Hardaway. That's good from Doncic on the assist from Hardaway. 20 points for Luka Doncic.
Another good play. This is how they built the lead, calling on the right guys at the right time.
The reason why they've stayed aggressive, and they have not let up this entire night. And at this point, I wouldn't expect them to.
A bit under 3.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth. Here's Anunoby, guarded by Hardaway. Out to Ibaka, just 4 to shoot. No good with the wing jumper. Mavericks leading by 11. In the corner, right with it. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. And so Ibaka will bring it up for the Raptors. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. It's on Porzingis. The first one falls. And so he hits both. Mavericks leading by 9. Powell with the steal. Now the Raptors moving it up. There's Hollis Jefferson, and the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
And they definitely have the edge in those fast break points.
They can't be afraid of keep pushing the basketball in transition, because in a half-court set, they're struggling a little bit.
Now here is Hardaway. Here's Doncic. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. Serge Ibaka picks one up there.
Shooting 2.
That free throw good from Doncic.
And he's been to the line much more here than he was in that first half. He's not playing nearly as tentatively as he was earlier.
Siakam is checked in for Rondé and Hollis Jefferson. Off on that one, so he goes 1 for 2 at the line. Raptors trail by 8. Here's Van Vliet, and it's right, sending it back. Here's Doncic, and he banks in the layup. Doncic has got 9 points now in the quarter.
And certainly not lacking in confidence. When Doncic gets these inside looks, he just jumps all over.
Siakam, it's deflected, and it's out of bounds. Last touch by Doncic. Kyle Lowry, he's checked in for Fred Van Vliet. Lowry dishes to Ibaka. Doncic against Powell. 5 to shoot. Kleba with the rebound. Kleba's got the glass covered here tonight. 11 boards for him. And then Hardaway with the dunk.
And just tacks a few more points onto their lead with the tomahawk.
That's bringing it down hard. Siakam, right side.
What I love now, Siakam can put the ball on the floor. He wasn't asked to do a lot of that in college, but he never stops improving.
First one falls for him. Siakam hits them both. And here is Wright. Kicks it to Hardaway. On the wing, Doncic. 6 to shoot. The wide open look here for Porzingis. Good. And the assist goes to Doncic. Doncic has got 3 assists in the game. Toronto calls timeout.
He does not look happy. Their defensive rebounding has been putrid, and they're giving up a ton of second chance points.
And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Hey, guys. During the last timeout, I listened to Nick Nurse talk to his team. He got on him. He said he's got to see more intensity. He said we've put ourselves in this hole, and we've got to work our way out of it. Show me you've got what it takes, guys.
Now, here's Siakam. It's deflected. Doncic left side. The lead pass was put in just the right spot. Doncic has got 25 points.
Defensively, they've had no answer for him this period, and he continues to stay aggressive.
Lowry drives in over Wright. Lowry can't get it to go.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
Outside Hardaway. Passes it to Wright. Now here's Porzingis. Over Ibaka. Offensive rebound, Mavericks. And Doncic gets it to go.
This has been a tremendous quarter for him. Everything he puts up now looks like it's going in.
Out to Ibaka. Can they get it? The shot's good on the assist by Lowry. Ibaka's got 6 here in this quarter.
Tell you what, I love that he didn't get rattled after being blanked in the first half. His shot has been absolute money since then.
They get a hand on it, and it's out of bounds. The Mavericks able to retain possession here. And Wright kicks to Doncic. Got a piece of it. Powell with the steal. And it's denied.
And not exactly quick off the floor, but Luka uses great anticipation to make defensive plays. And his competitiveness showing through. That's an aggressive finish.
He is just unwilling to settle. He gets right to the rim and makes sure they come away with points.
Now here is Ibaka. Out to the right wing. 5 on the clock. And oh, he blocked it and deflects off the backboard. Floats one up and blocked. That one goes careening off the glass.
A fearless competitor. When Doncic is driving inside, he just embraces the contact on the way up.
Shooting 2.
First free throw is good. He's perfect from the line this time. And it's Lowry with the ball, brings it up for Toronto. It's an 18-point game. And here we go. Here's Kleba. The shot misses. Some solid defense from Ibaka.
So frustrating when you can't get anything to go down as you're trying to help your team finish the job.
No, I tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
They throw good. Siakam. Siakam hits them both. And so it's Dallas with it. Now Doncic.
Oh my goodness, his 5th foul. One more, and he's done for the evening.
Shooting 2.
That free throw good from Hardaway. That's also good, so he hits both free throws. So it's Toronto now. They trail by 18. Outside Lowry. Here's Anunoby. Kleba with the rebound. Kleba's. And stolen by Siakam. Now the Raptors moving it up. And the dunk by Powell.
You know, it's not just the energy Siakam brings to the defensive end. It's the instincts. Great job turning them over.
Dallas leading by 16. Right with it. Porzingis trying to get free. Now here is Ibaka. Siakam. And Siakam throws it down.
Aggressive move from Siakam, putting all that length and athleticism to work.
Right, the pass to Porzingis. And here is Hardaway. Doncic outside. Yes, and it's Hardaway picking up the assist. That's now 32 points for Luka Doncic.
And it just seems when Doncic turns it on, it's a sight to see. Incredible at scoring in a variety of ways.
Now here is Lowry. Over right. Here's Ibaka. And Ibaka slams it in. Great game for him. Double-double now. 10 points and 13 rebounds. And the pass to Doncic. Back to right. Pass to Hardaway. Clock at 6. Unloads. And it's Dallas with another.
Well, credit them for maintaining that aggression, even being up this much.
They don't want to leave no chance for a comeback. Just focus on playing the right way.
He gets that one. 13 points for Kyle Lowry.
And guys, what we saw here tonight is one side having everything going for them. Huge margin of victory for the Mavericks.
One of the areas that has been critical for them, the second chance points we've seen from them tonight.
A huge factor in this one, Kevin. The hustle on the offensive glass, the willingness to go after those rebounds, that was key.
And it'll advance their win total up to 12 on the season.
And you know, this is a win they wanted badly, guys. They did not want to get swept in the season series.
And you know, when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for Porzingis.
He was really important under the basket, making the plays down low and getting position to pull in rebounds.
The first free throw is good. Well, a lot of progress being made from a technical standpoint. You can't escape it, Steve. Shoes now that can tighten themselves without laces, changing colors. Have you gotten yourself a pair yet?
Yeah, Kevin, I haven't, but I've bought a lot of pair for my kids. I do like these type of shoes where there are no shoelaces. I'm a little lazy right now, Kevin, but I love the technology that are going into shoes right now.
Now, here is Lowry. Pass to Siakam. Powell with it. Feeds to Ibaka. Over Porzingis. And again, it's Toronto converting.
On the heels of this run, you wonder where was this effort earlier on?
Well, the question becomes, are they playing that much better now, or has their opponent taken the rest of the night off?
Now here's Wright. The floater, got a piece of it.
And what you like about Siakam as a rim protector, the strong fundamentals, able to affect shots without fouling.
And so Siakam will bring it up for Toronto. It's a 14-point game. We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. And Ibaka slams it in.
Excellent timing on the offensive glass, and Ibaka takes advantage of the second chance opportunity.
Doncic outside. So no problem for Dallas as they get the win. They came in here and took care of business like they were the home team.
And Kevin, how about the mental toughness that this group showed? They were never rattled at all by the opposing fans.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Steve Smith, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for being with us. See you next time.